Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Mind Rush. Get ready to dive into heart-pounding chases, jaw-dropping action, and the most thrilling moments caught on camera. Let's get your heart racing. October 19th, 2024, Lee County, Florida. Florida Highway Patrol troopers are tracking a white Ford F-250 reported stolen out of Collier County. Behind the wheel, 36-year-old David Alfonso, a convicted felon already tied to a burglary earlier that night, and even an attempted Ferrari theft. Collier County deputies first tried to stop the truck, but Alfonso wasn't sticking around. He hit the gas and launched into a high-speed chase that headed straight into Lee County. FHP joins the pursuit on I-75 as Alfonso tears through traffic at 125 miles per hour, swerving between cars, lights off, driving like he's got a death wish. Troopers try blocking him in, but Alfonso's not backing down. He exits the interstate and races east on Alico Road, still flying. At the intersection of Alico and Ben Hill Griffin Parkway, FHP makes the call, pit maneuver. The trooper lines it up and boom, Alfonso's truck flips and crashes off the road in a shower of sparks and steel. But it's not over yet. Alfonso climbs out of the wrecked truck and runs, full sprint, into the dark. Troopers chase him into a wooded area, eventually finding him hiding in a drainage canal like a raccoon in a hoodie. He's arrested on the spot. He was charged with aggravated fleeing, grand theft, reckless driving, battery on law enforcement, resisting arrest, and more. He also had 18 prior license suspensions and an active warrant. His bond? $125,000 and a very long list of charges.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car right now!
May 7th, 2025, Seattle, Washington. What starts as a simple traffic stop on I-90 near Preston turns wild, fast. Washington State Patrol tries to pull over a Honda Civic for improper merging, but 21-year-old Victor Hernandez Paredes has other plans. He hits the gas, kicking off a high-speed chase with wild swerves, a failed pit attempt, and wrong-way driving at alarming speeds. Troopers stay on him, but Victor isn't going down easy.
high wheel driver with a red light jacket to his hat.
And there's two vehicles now, and this is defending right in front of me, trying to for this pursuit. We're about 100 miles an hour. Clean vehicles in lane one.
As the Civic spins out and crashes into a ditch, troopers rush in and find a woman and a child in the front seat, both unrestrained. Thankfully, no one's hurt, but this chase is far from over. Suddenly, Victor's 18-year-old brother Daniel shows up in a silver Infiniti and starts interfering, driving between patrol cars and his brother's vehicle like it's a Fast and Furious audition. Daniel speeds westbound on I-90, weaving through Bellevue as troopers struggle to keep up. That's when Guardian 1, the aerial unit, joins in from above.
As a kid, he's losing control. We're on an off-ramp. He's lost control, faced the wrong way.
Can't hear me.
206 the vehicle is lost control, exiting to High Point from Highlands. Subject to the child in the vehicle today.
They come back westbound from High Point. I took the overtaker from the correct lanes of traffic.
1268, we're starting rolling, slow down. Okay, there it is right there. Okay, easy, easy. It's spinning out. Now it's facing the right way, it's in the ditch. Go, go, go.
Yep, looks like I got one WSB to, looks like Seattle's lining them up. They're stopping right here, South Elmore Place. Just over the train tracks. Vehicle stopped. The connector's only come on.
With help from Seattle PD and air support, Daniel is boxed in and taken into custody. Both brothers were charged with felony eluding, obstruction, and reckless endangerment for putting countless lives at risk with their little family reunion on the freeway. 2 brothers, 2 cars, and one seriously reckless plan brought to an end thanks to some solid coordination and a lot of patience from law enforcement. September 7th, 2024, Escambia County, Florida. Florida State Trooper N.S. Babel is clearing debris from the road near Highway 97 and US 29 when 2 Escambia County deputies fly past with lights and sirens blazing. Babel radios in. Turns out they're chasing a driver going the wrong way and driving like a maniac. Trooper Babel activates his lights and takes the lead just north of Molino Road. The vehicle? A brown 2013 Chevy Tahoe with Alabama plates, and it's not stopping. Coleman's eyes were glassy, his speech slurred, and he couldn't stand straight. At the hospital, he got combative and had to be sedated before a blood draw. Inside the SUV, a loaded handgun, and he's a convicted felon, plus an open bottle of Crown Royal. Charged with felon in possession of a firearm, fleeing with disregard for safety DUI, wrong way driving, rollover crash, drunk, armed. March 2nd, 2025. Rogers, Arkansas. State Trooper Richard Surrett is patrolling near Promenade Boulevard on I-49 when he spots a black sedan flying down the highway at 98 miles per hour. It's not just speeding, it was stolen. The 2020 Toyota Corolla had just fled from Rogers PD, who recognized it from a stolen vehicle report and tried to stop it minutes earlier. But the suspect wasn't stopping for anyone.
Trying to make his way back out.
We're still in the vehicle.
That's it. We're still in pursuit.
Definitely still eyes on.
Yeah,
Simple.
Trooper Surrett flips on his lights and siren, and the chase is on. The Corolla weaves through traffic, even turns off its headlights to avoid detection. Classy move. Backup units get into position, but every time they try boxing the suspect in, he swerves violently, even attempting to ram trooper vehicles. This guy's not just fleeing, he's fighting back with 3,000 pounds of rolling felony. With public safety at risk, Trooper Surrett lines up the shot for a tactical vehicle intervention.
10-4, wrong way, I'm slowing liquor. Bit count listening to your traffic, they have you been around.
So we're headed back north on 52nd now.
10-4 northbound for the second.
He's still wrong way, he almost hit Rogers. TBI, unsuccessful, still rolling.
10-4.
Approaching the Promenade Boulevard exit, Surrett hits the gas and performs a textbook pit maneuver. The Corolla spins out in a shower of sparks and slams into a concrete barrier. Game over. But wait, our guy jumps out and tries to run across the interstate. Wearing nearly 50 pounds of gear, Trooper Surrett chases him down on foot and takes him to the ground. Fast. He was charged with theft by receiving, felony fleeing, aggravated assault on law enforcement, reckless driving, and a laundry list of traffic offenses. His bond? A cool $125,000. No one was hurt, the stolen car was recovered, and the suspect's GTA fantasy ended with a hard dose of reality and a concrete wall. Another win for Trooper Surrett and ASP. June 8, 2025, Dayton, Ohio. It's just another routine day on patrol for the Dayton police officers when they spot a vehicle that seems to think it's starring in its own high-speed car chase movie. Reckless driving? You bet. Swerve after swerve? Absolutely. The vehicle's description matches a stolen car caught earlier that day on the flock safety cameras. Looks like someone missed the memo about avoiding the cops and checking their rearview mirror. As the officers try to close in, the suspect takes a sharp exit onto Smithville Road, but instead of slowing down, he's giving it a little off-road adventure. He drives onto the grass, cuts back onto US 35, and, whoa, straight into oncoming traffic. Now, we all know US 35 isn't the Indy 500, but this driver didn't get the memo.
What's your code 35 mile marker?
Mile marker 38, 35 eastbound. Speeds of 76. Traffic is light.
Are there any other cars that can turn that way?
4-6, hold behind him.
You're good.
Still going to be 35 eastbound, wrong way.
As the suspect races back onto US 35, heading the wrong way, it's clear he's in the mood for some real-life GTA 5 action. Instead of obeying the law, he's driving like he's got a free pass to do whatever he wants. No care for the lives of other drivers on the road. The officer is now tailing him, but this guy's not slowing down. He's swerving into oncoming traffic like it's a game, completely reckless, ignoring the danger he's creating for everyone around him. It's like he's playing chicken with the entire highway, and the officer's determined to put an end to this madness before someone gets hurt.
If I get the chance, I'm going to attempt to run him. Stop.
We're going to be also at Main Street, Jefferson Street exit. We're going to be taking the on-ramp to Main Street, Jefferson Street.
The 25-year-old driver was arrested and taken to the hospital for a quick checkup before being transported to Montgomery County Jail. He was charged with felony failure to comply. The passenger, a 26-year-old male, was arrested and charged with outstanding warrants before being taken to jail. A wild ride, but in the end, the only thing that crashed harder than the suspect's car was his chances of getting away. June 12, 2025, Livingston County, Michigan. Fenton City PD spots a stolen vehicle cruising southbound on US 23 and initiates a pursuit. Livingston County deputies jump in near Clyde Road, and the chase heats up fast. The suspect exits at Highland Road and heads west, blowing past Argentine Road like he's late for court.
Do you have 6?
12, then.
12, go ahead.
55 on the chase.
And for units, it's going to be freshly stolen today out of Washtenaw.
Alright, my guys with sticks, we're coming up on you right now. Speeds are 45, you slowing down. Looks like it's going into oncoming traffic.
You're going into oncoming traffic, 680, are you correct?
Subaru stopped at the shoulder on the left side.
Do you think he stopped in the shoulder on the left side? Clear one around the 6.
Went around the sticks.
Deputies lay down spike strips, but the driver, Jeremy Nelson, swerves and avoids them. Moments later, he sideswipes a stopped car, causing minor damage. But he's not done. Nelson turns south onto Hughes Road, blows a stop sign, and smashes into a 2020 Chevy Silverado at Golf Club Road. The impact sends the Silverado flipping against the guardrail.
They're approaching Golf Club, initiating a pit at 1645.
Alright, PI, we got a rollover.
PI, we got a rollover.
AI rollover.
Both vehicles are totaled. Deputies quickly take 42-year-old Jeremy Nelson of Ypsilanti into custody without a fight. The Silverado driver, a 66-year-old Howell man, is taken to U of M hospital as a precaution. Thankfully, no major injuries reported. Jeremy Nelson was charged with fleeing and eluding police and receiving and concealing a stolen motor vehicle. He's held on a $100,000 cash bond plus a Michigan DOC parole detainer, one stolen car, one flipped truck, and one suspect back behind bars. No fatalities, just great work by Michigan law enforcement. Sheridan, Arkansas, June 4th, 2025. An Arkansas state trooper attempts a routine traffic stop in the Ico area near Grant 56. But the driver, 31-year-old Carlos Smith from Lamar, has other plans. Instead of pulling over, he hits the gas. Speeds top 90 miles per hour as the chase barrels toward Sheridan.
Back there, passing Vine Street, still southbound.
Oh, they have the radio. Showdown southbound, 167.
Grant County deputies and Sheridan PD jump in to help, turning this into a full-blown multi-agency pursuit. Spike strips are deployed. Smith weaves through traffic, refusing to stop. On Oklahoma Street in Sheridan, officers use a combination of spike strips and tactical maneuvers to bring the chase to an end. Multiple patrol cars are damaged, 3 from Sheridan PD, 2 from Grant County, and 1 city vehicle, but nobody is hurt.
At Oklahoma. Down Oklahoma.
Smith is finally taken into custody, but not before trying one last stunt. After the vehicle is stopped on Oklahoma Street, Carlos Smith jumps out and takes off on foot. But officers are faster. He's tackled and cuffed just a few feet away. Turns out he's wanted in multiple states, and now he's facing a fresh stack of charges from the Arkansas State Police, including felony fleeing. From a routine traffic stop to a 90-mile-per-hour chase, spike strips, damaged cruisers, and a foot pursuit, Carlos Smith ran hard, but not smart. In the end, he sprinted straight into a jail cell. June 12, 2025, near mile marker 68 on I-49 southbound Fayetteville, Arkansas. Trooper R. Surrett spots a black Cadillac with a busted tag light. He flips on his lights, but Michael Dorsey, 31, slams the gas, taking off at over 140 miles per hour. For the next 15 miles, Dorsey swerves through traffic, makes U-turns, and even drives the wrong way.
Has been notified they're going to try and get Greenwood West Fork out there.
TVI A and B, TVI A and B.
10-4's vehicle stop.
Nope, he's on the wrong way. Shit. Alright.
What's your play?
We're still, we are getting back on northbound.
67, they're coming towards you. Northbound approach to 69, speed 130, no traffic.
Law enforcement deploys spike strips and 2 tactical vehicle interventions, but Dorsey keeps trying to get away. Finally, the chase comes to a dramatic end near exit 73. Dorsey, now caught and claiming his gas pedal was stuck, really, is taken to a local hospital but luckily doesn't have any serious injuries. A female passenger in the car is unharmed as well. Dorsey faces serious charges, fleeing from law enforcement, unauthorized use of property, The Cadillac was reported stolen and reckless driving. He's now behind bars at the Washington County Jail, held on a $75,000 bond while waiting for his court date. May 4th, 2025, Gandy Bridge, Florida. It's 1 a.m. when a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spots a Toyota Supra flying at 93 miles per hour in a 55 zone. He tries to pull the driver over, but the Supra hits the gas, eastbound across the bridge, topping 100 miles per hour. This isn't a joyride. It's a full-blown high-speed pursuit.
Go on the other side, you should go forward. Stop. Go on the other side, you should go forward.
As they near the end of the bridge, the trooper makes his move, pit maneuver. The Supra spins onto the shoulder and slams straight into a light pole. Seconds later, flames. The car catches fire right there on the side of the bridge.
Hands! Hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
Behind the wheel is 31-year-old Brandon Ramnarine of Tampa. He's pulled from the wreckage and taken into custody, charged with fleeing and eluding at high speed. Both Ramnarine and his 32-year-old passenger survive with non-life-threatening injuries, but that bridge run? It ended in flames and felony charges. July 16, 2024, Clayton County, Georgia. Sergeant K. Isaac is working the BAT unit when he spots a silver 2011 Chevy Impala make an erratic lane change at Terra Boulevard and Flint River Road. Clayton County PD Sergeant Lamb attempts a traffic stop in a nearby parking lot, but the driver, James Lee Mason, isn't interested in cooperating. Instead, he punches it and flees through the lot at high speed.
I'm about to put your car in the ditch. You better pull over. I'm about to put you into a tree. You better pull over.
Sergeant Isaac leads the chase as Mason speeds north on Terra Boulevard, hitting 70 miles per hour and swerving through traffic. He runs red lights, nearly crashes on North Avenue, and charges through Fayetteville and Dixie like he owns the road. At a dead end, Mason flies downhill onto Highway 138.
Dead end, 65. 20. Still going. It'll be 138 now, 138. Tire damage has been started drive. Eastbound 138. And like a He recovered. It'll be northbound. Don't go hold from Highway 138. Northbound. Don't go hold from 138.
Hey, watch out. Let me get him again. Watch out.
It's like storage. Don't go home.
Pit number 1 at Scarlet Drive doesn't stop him, but pit number 2 near O'Hara Drive does. The Impala slams into a fence and a brick sign at Life Storage. Chase over. Mason is taken into custody with no injuries. His passenger, James Pratt, is detained but later released. He was charged with erratic lane change, failure to maintain lane, running 2 red lights, reckless driving, and felony fleeing. Mason was booked into Clayton County Jail without further incident. 2 pits, 1 wrecked Impala, and a dangerous chase brought to a clean end. Big props to Sergeant Isaac for keeping the streets safe. May 18, 2022, Little Rock, Arkansas. Trooper Walker was traveling eastbound on Interstate 630 when he spotted a silver Toyota Camry merging onto the highway. The driver, later identified as Marcus Scott, wasn't wearing his seatbelt. Trooper Walker followed the vehicle onto Interstate 30 westbound. After Scott exited onto Roosevelt Road, Trooper Walker activated his lights to pull the car over. Scott ignored the signal, ran a red light, and began fleeing, prompting a pursuit. Scott continued fleeing at speeds reaching 129 miles per hour, swerving in and out of traffic recklessly. He attempted to exit onto Interstate 40 but lost control, striking a street sign and rolling the vehicle.
Just wrecked out. Started 1016.
10-4, north interchange?
Yeah, 10-4. It's a rollover.
Copy.
It came to a stop on the driver's side off a construction access road. Trooper Walker found Dior Cox, the passenger, sitting nearby and Scott unresponsive on the ground. Cox was searched, and 15 grams of suspected marijuana were found on him. Cox was taken to the hospital for evaluation, and Scott was pronounced dead at the scene. While searching the vehicle, a Glock 23 with 21 rounds was found near the driver's side tire. Additionally, a backpack with 116 grams of marijuana and other items was discovered. Cox was charged with no seatbelt, simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm, and possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, Schedule 6. A high-speed pursuit ends tragically, with drugs and firearms found in the vehicle. Cox later negotiated a plea deal for 1-year probation. Thanks for riding the adrenaline wave with us here at Mind Rush. If you're hungry for more heart-pounding action and edge-of-your-seat excitement, don't go anywhere, because we're just getting started. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more mind-blowing moments coming your way soon.